Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy ChronicTurbo, and it is another blazing hot day in sunny Central Florida. Here we are at Hill Nissan over in Winter Haven, and today I have a 2026 Nissan Murano SL all-wheel drive. So it does have Nissan's intelligent all-wheel drive system. Basically, it activates whenever you need it. But this vehicle is beautiful in this champagne silver, as you can see right there. And if you want this vehicle, go ahead and reach out to my guys at Hill Nissan. Talk to Jack. Zach. Talk about some Jack. Talk to Zach. He's the GM here. These guys, they will make you feel like family. Like I said, all the dealerships that I work with are very down to earth, and they're very, very, very accommodating. They take care of their customers. These are smaller dealerships versus the large chain brands, so they're more in tune with their customers, and they want to keep you around, so they take very good care of you. Trust me. That's enough to say about that. I'll go ahead and post their information in the video and in the description. Please reach out to them if you want a Nissan. Tell them ChronicTurbo sent you. And all right, let's get into the video. Now, first off, we're gonna get into the front end of this vehicle. As you can see, it's very nice to look at. For the fully updated design of the new Nissan Rogue, you do have full LEDs for the headlights. And you have daytime running lamps as well, which is right here. These are your headlights up here, but these are your daytime running lamps. You don't have fog lights on this vehicle, but everything is full LED. You do have your Nissan logo with the camera because you do have forward collision warning with brake assist. You have the Nissan intelligent all-wheel drive system. You have, basically Nissan's radar. Everything you possibly could have on this car, it pretty much is optioned with it. Of course, you have Murano stamp right there. You do have a gloss black plate going across the front of the vehicle. How that will hold up the rock chips, that may be determined by what you protect it with, or if you decide to, go off-road or anything like that, which I doubt you'll be doing in this vehicle. Even though it is very capable with this all-wheel drive system, that's not really something you want to do. Now, it does have a very clean front fascia, so you would think it's an EV, but it is not. It does have a gasoline engine, and we'll talk about that later once we pop the hood and we'll go over the specs and everything. But don't worry, it is not an EV. You are safe there. But let's go around to the side. You do have this nice little decal. It's a black line going across from here all the way to the back of the vehicle. As you can see, it runs all the way down, even past the mirror, which is covered in gloss black, by the way. You do have your turn signal indicator integrated into the mirror as well. You have these 20-inch aluminum alloy wheels on this vehicle as well. Nice color. It's like a slate gray. Not a slate gray, it's like a gloss gray with silver trim. And of course, you have 255 tires on all four corners. Stepping back, give you a good look at the vehicle. Still has similar proportions to the previous Murano, but it's just a lot sleeker, a lot cleaner. It's more curvaceous. I would say that for sure. It's less flat cuts or anything like that. So it is very streamlined. It cuts through the air, makes it more efficient, as it is larger than something like the Nissan Rogue, of course. This is not a full midsize SUV. It doesn't have 3 rows or anything like that, but it is larger on the inside of the Nissan Rogue. Trust me, it's very spacious. Coming around to the back, full LEDs for the tail lights as well, going all the way across. So even it lights up even all the way to the logo. As you can see, these little slits, very nice design. If I go ahead and step back, show you the presence of this vehicle, it does have a very wide stance. Kind of look like it has a wide body kit because the haunches on the back. I really like that. It's just a nice bubble butt. Everybody likes a nice bubble butt, right? But let's go ahead and get down here. Another one of those cameras right there. So you do have a backup camera, and it's right here. This is where your license plate will go. You have your rear parking sensors on here as well. And you have dual outlet exhausts that are tucked right underneath. And I'll go ahead and insert a clip so you can hear how that sounds. it coming back up and you want to see that it is all-wheel drive, and like I said, it's the SL trim, so you do have luxury features in this vehicle. Once you hop on the interior and I show you around, you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. This vehicle is pretty feature packed. It has just about every creature comfort you could possibly think of or need, and if it don't have it, you won't even care, to be completely honest. And when I tell you the price, you're going to be like, holy crap, because the price they have on this vehicle is absolutely amazing. And that's this particular vehicle. This doesn't apply to every Nissan dealership. This applies here when I give you the price. I will give you the MSRP, and then I will also give you their price that they have here at Hill Nissan. Let's go ahead and pop the trunk, and we're going to talk about cargo space. You just press this button right here. It's right there in the Nissan logo, so if you ever get lost, it is not tucked anywhere else. It's inside the Nissan logo. But let's get into this trunk space. For cargo space, we're looking at 32.9 cubic feet of space, which is absolutely massive. With the seats folded down, 63.5 cubic feet of space. This vehicle gets the job done for your family. Trust me. Let me go ahead and lift the floorboard up. You do have a tire kit. It is not a spare tire underneath, which is a bummer, but at this price point, it's okay. And let's be honest, most cars are doing away with spare tires anyway. You have to add it on as an option. They no longer come standard with them. So if you do have a spare tire in your car, you probably paid for it and didn't even realize it. Because a lot of car companies are doing away with that. As for connections, I'll show you around. There's really not much going on in here. You do have some clamps, so if you want to tie down some nets or cargo hooks or anything like that, you can. But let's go ahead and close this back up. You just press this button right here. It's going to beep a little bit. You step out the way and let it do its thing. Now let's get into the dimensions of the vehicle. We're talking about a curb weight of 4,355 pounds. Overall length is 192.9 inches. Width is 78 inches. Height is 67.9. Wheelbase is 111.2. And ground clearance is 8.3 inches. So I said it's not an off-road vehicle, but it is capable with 8.3 inches of ground clearance. That's about a little bit slightly above average for an SUV. And it's good enough for pretty much anything. Like, I wouldn't say go drive over curbs or anything like that. I don't recommend it. But if you need to drive over a little bit of dirt, you can. Let's go ahead and pop that hood. We're going to talk about that engine and the specs. And then we're going to hop in the back seat and the front seat. So you do get hydraulic hood struts on this vehicle, which is absolutely amazing. But here we're talking about a 2-liter VC turbo 4-cylinder making 241 horsepower, 260 pound-feet of torque, paired with the, thank God, 9-speed automatic transmission. So we don't have a CVT in this vehicle. It is a 9-speed automatic transmission. So those of you guys that were worried about the CVT, you don't have it here, even though Nissan has made major improvements to the CVT. I have one, for example, in my wife's Nissan Rogue, and it gave us absolutely no issues at 115,000 miles. Granted, the car is 10 years old, so this was around when the CVTs were having issues, and we have absolutely no issues with the car. It is standard with all-wheel drive. Acceleration is 0 to 60 is about 7.5 to 8 seconds. For fuel economy, you're looking at 21 in the city, 27 on the highway for 23 mpg combined, which is better than the V6 options that they had in the past. Now, I know the VC turbo engine is a bit controversial, but hey, the biggest thing was that CVT. I believe with the 9-speed automatic, you will be fine. The CVT is what caused most of the issues with that exact engine, at least in my opinion. But I'm going to give you a good look around of the engine bay. And that's pretty much it for up here, guys. Let's go ahead and check out the interior. One thing about dealing with the humidity of Florida, while you're filming, your glass or your lens starts to fog up. I constantly have to stop the video and wipe my lens on my camera. So if you see cuts, that's what I'm doing. It is absolutely ridiculous how many times I have to do this because of the amount of humidity that is in the air and my lens keeps fogging up. But of course, we're in the rear of the vehicle. You do have this nice leather material. This is called graphite, the color at least. And it feels pretty damn good. Look at my arm. That's how hot it is outside. And it's only 9 a.m., bro. I get started pretty early. I get started around 7 a.m. And I put my notes together and everything. But yeah, this is 9 a.m. This is my first car and I'm sweating like this. Seats feel very nice. Very comfortable. They are perforated, but they aren't heated or anything like that. But they are perforated, so it does add some nice breathability to the seats. And then you have your 2 AC vents back here as well, and 2 Type-C ports down there to the door panels on this vehicle. It's a hard touch material, but it does have a nice touch to it, nice feel. It doesn't feel very cheap or scratchy. And then you have some more of that trim right here, but it does have ridges in it. It just feels very nice, and it's a sensory type thing. And of course, leather going across the middle portion where you put your arms. You do have gloss black right there, so that will get fingerprints. Down here, you got one of those speaker grills for the 10-speaker Bose audio system. Sounds pretty good in this car as well. And yeah, hard touch on the bottom. As for map pockets, you don't have one on the driver's seat, but you do have one behind the passenger seat. It is fully enclosed in leather, and you do have some privacy with that, so that's pretty nice. Decent amount of storage. Go ahead and fold the armrest down. Cup holders, and you do have some space for like a Snickers bar or some Twizzlers or something like that. You know, cup holders are a good size. Armrest, decent amount of softness. I love it, guys. This interior is pretty adequate. My grandmother has a Nissan Murano, and I believe she would absolutely love this vehicle. Grandma, if you're looking to buy another car, talk to me first. We'll get you a discount. Don't go to anybody else. Come to your grandson. But that's enough for the rear. I mean, I'll talk about the headliner. It's not black. I wish it was, because it does get fingerprints. But that's okay, because you do have this massive panoramic sunroof. So I'll give some points back for that. But it's time to hop up front. I'll see you guys soon. As you can see, that back seat was pretty comfortable, a pretty nice place to be. I'm sitting up front. I'm sitting right in front of myself. I have plenty of leg room back there, and I also have plenty up here. And I can even move back slightly. Let me turn the AC down a little bit, because it might be interfering with my sound. But this is all it looks like it's touch controls, but these are actual buttons you press on the panel, and you can feel the haptics. It's a click every time. So that is pretty cool. I like that. They could have just put that in the menu or made this like a gloss black panel, but it is a wood grain trim, or a simulated wood grain trim. Feels pretty good, pretty premium. I love it. You have Murano right there in gloss black. Here's your volume knob as well. Audio off. Audio on. Dual 12.3-inch displays in this vehicle. Very nice quality. Let me turn that down. Oh, no. We don't want to get copyrighted or anything like that, because YouTube is a bit weird, even if it's just a few seconds. But to the windows, you have automatic up down on all 4 windows, and you do have acoustic glass, so it does help with sound deadening. You know, it's tinted glass, acoustic glass, everything you could possibly need on your glass, you have it. You know, so the sound deadening in here is pretty good, because the highway is right there. That's one of the main roads here on Winter Haven, and there's no noise coming from that whatsoever compared to when I was outside. You probably can't hear it on the camera, because I do my editing and I'm pretty good at getting rid of a lot of the sounds. But trust me, the sound deadening in here is absolutely incredible. Steering wheel looks very nice, very simple design. You do have like this horn button that is pretty damn good. You don't have a spoke on the bottom or the top, so it goes right across the middle. I love it. Paddle shifters are on the back. They feel pretty solid, but they are plastic, but they do feel pretty solid. And here over here, you have your sensor button right there to show you your forward sensors, your rear sensors, your blind spot, you know, your lane keep assist, every type of sensor you can have in this vehicle. You have it. Horn. Sounds pretty cool, right? And you do have ambient lighting in here as an option. And I'll go over the pricing of this vehicle as we speak about that right now. But total price of this vehicle is $51,460. That's the MSRP. But after discounts at Hill Nissan, because like I said, they have their own separate price, it's $45,918. That is an absolute steal for how this vehicle is loaded. Now, packages and exterior, you know, you got the 20-inch alloy wheels. That's an $1,810 option. The interior lighting is $455. And that's pretty much it. There's not much else added on to the price of the vehicle. Like I said, it has everything you could possibly need. Automatic high beams, you know, intelligent headlights, LED brake lights. If you could think about it, they got it. Wireless Apple CarPlay, 10-speaker Bose audio sound system. You got Nissan Safety Shield 360, automatic emergency braking, blind spot warning, rear cross traffic alert, intelligent cruise control, and advanced view monitor 360-degree camera. And I can show you that right now. You just press this camera button right here. Boom. Every camera angle you could possibly think of, this vehicle has. Just keep pressing the button and you can switch between the different views. So nobody's sneaking up on you in this car. Like, nothing's gonna sneak up on you. If you get into an accident in this car, it's totally your fault. I'm just joking. Actually, it is. You have a wireless charger pad right there as well. Cup holders are a good size. Does have some lighting in there also. Not glove box. Center console is massive. And when I say massive, I mean massive. You could put a lot in there. Almost, not like a truck, but close. And then you have your glove box. It's not lined with felt. You do have some bottoms for your cup holders as well. So you can remove that, clean, and just put it back. So that is nice to have some swappable cup holder bottoms. But the glove box is a good size. It is damped. Materials in here, you have leather, oh so soft and supple running across the dash. This is a very nice feeling plastic towards the upper portion. You don't have a heads up display in this vehicle, but that's okay. It's just a gimmick at this point anyway. Rear view mirror doesn't have a camera, but it is auto dimming, which is nice, wonderful. Honestly, I would love it just as much as anybody else to have an auto dimming. You know, you don't have to actually go up there and flip anything or anything like that. So that's perfect. And of course, LED right there. Actually, that's incandescent light. That is not LED. So I take that back. But you have your vanity mirror right here. Sunglass storage. And I like to point this out because a lot of vehicles don't actually have sunglass holders anymore. If you really look around. LED lighting. You do have that panoramic roof. You just hold this right there. Slide that on back. I'll set it about halfway because it's really hot outside. We could tilt it a little bit. And you also open it up, but we're not doing that. I'm not letting the wrath of God in here, or Satan. I don't know who that is out there making it hot like that. It might be the devil, to be honest. But as for this display, very responsive. It is touchscreen. It's pretty snappy. It's caught up to the rest of the industry. You know, Nissan used to be pretty laggy back in the day, but now I think it has arrived at where it needs to be. The touchscreen is great. I have no complaints here whatsoever about this screen. And like I said, 12.3 inches for both the infotainment center and the driver instrument cluster. So you have a driver display. You can switch between them with these buttons right here. So if you want to go to the driver display, you click that, and now all the controls on the steering wheel control this. Or if you want to switch it back to the infotainment center, you just click that again, and you can switch your controls over here now. So you can control with touchscreen, you can control with this. It's nice. Now your shifter is down here. I know you guys don't like push button shifters, but to me, I prefer this over a rotary knob because my instincts are tell me to reach for that and try to change the volume. I have done it in the past. It is not fun. At least having buttons, I won't make that mistake at all. But it's still a bummer to not have an actual shifter. But it's less things to get in your way when you're up here. So it does make it a lot more clean. And that's one less thing to clean as well. Because, you know, the shifter gets pretty nasty on like the little divots and crannies. So it is nice that they have buttons instead of a rotary knob. Like I said, wireless charger pad, 2 USB Type-C ports. Nothing else going on here, guys. You can see the ambient lighting going across there. It's a very nice vehicle to be in. Please reach out if you want to buy this particular car. If you're in the area, or even if you're not in the area, they do ship. Tell them ChronicTurbo sent you. They have incentives for people that say that. That's why I say it. It's not just for me. Get the discounts, guys. If you tell them ChronicTurbo sent you, you get extra love. Trust me. But that's enough for this video, guys. The car is absolutely great. I will be posting another video of a platinum trim so I can show you some of the differences, and you can go check that out as well. It's your boy ChronicTurbo. Peace.